don't get money. I don't mean that in a way to say my bank account is empty. I mean in a way that its existence makes me feel empty. Money doesn't grow on trees, it's the crull of my childhood, but we may need to rethink that. Because now money is nothing more than a number on my screen. So, to explain to you what I mean, let's take a trip back to the past when money was king. It wasn't just something that ran Bitcoin. See, money had a backing of precious metal, gold. That was the standard. And money was just paper. And because we knew the greenback meant nothing by itself, the worth of that dollar was the amount of gold it represented. Sure, we let some silver in to make the money stretch, but the paper itself was worth as much as my notebook, which is nothing. But we left that behind, and some people say it's because of inflation. But now money is powered by nothing more than our own imagination. We've gotten so used to its value that the backing means nothing. I've never seen a brick of gold, but I've seen a $100 bill. But then from this came a system of credit, seemingly just giving money for free. But the money on my screen doesn't exist. Some say it does, but it's nowhere to be found. Most of our money is digital. So swipe the card, have fun, and just think in the moment. But I'm thinking beyond. The ultimate money of belief was made. Crypto. Our imagination warranted it, and so it came. The more we invest, the more it is worth. But why? Well, because of how much we believe in it. And I'm not talking about cryptos like Bitcoin and Ethereum. I mean more ones like Doge that skyrocket in price, and they do so by how much we use it. It's not like there's a finite amount, so why does the price change? The interest of the people is what changes the price. Money was different. It was valuable because it was the finite amount. You can't make more money than there is gold and silver. It's impossible. Having $1 million done the gold standard meant having access to $1 million worth of gold. Having $1 million now means there's a lot of zeros on the screen. Yes, it is still worth a lot, but not because it is valuable in and of itself, but because we value it. Whether it is a good or bad thing is irrelevant, because it's just the natural course of how things would go. But we need to lean into one thing or the other. Either go all in on digital currency or fix the physical. With COVID, it seems as though we go on the digital route, which is what I prefer, because if we keep going, the next order of things will soon be in a currency that can be used in any country. That's all my thoughts for now. And to end things, I just want to acknowledge how much money has beaten our expectations. We said it couldn't get off the gold and silver standard, but it did. Credit would never be a thing, and Social Security is temporary, but it beat those notions. Also, that we can't just print more money, but during the pandemic, we see that's false. And the debt ceiling in America means nothing, because we can just raise it as much as we want. But if you found this interesting, please leave a like and subscribe.
When the vast majority of money that we use now is not cash, but it's electronic money, then whoever's creating the electronic money is getting the proceeds of creating that money. And obviously, creating electronic money is much more profitable than creating cash, because you don't have any production costs at all. So while we've got 18 billion over the course of a decade in profit from creating cash, the banks have actually created 1.2 trillion pounds